a Moco.Net production.
Hello, and welcome to my first Mega Man Creator level showcase. In these short videos, I'll go over level design, how I was playing, and basic commentary on the level itself. Shadows Cutting Deeper was a very good level. It was tough, it had death-by-death learning, getting into gaming grooves, and even level fatigue, which may sound bad, but it's really not, and it's a natural progression of gameplay. Stay tuned for more on that. You can tell a lot of care was taken with everything about this level, and there are certain parts I disagree from a level design perspective, and I'll get to that later. Overall, this was a fantastic example on how to do levels right. Let's get started. Right off the bat, things are interesting. I don't know if this was done on purpose, and tons of kudos to you if it was, but there wasn't any music playing in the beginning. This sets up a very vibey atmosphere. From the beginning, the creator sets the tone. You start the level attached to a crane and are let go within seconds. While attached, you still retain control over Mega Man, and this does a lot to set up the mood on things to come. Like a mini tutorial, there are a bunch of sections in complete darkness, and you are taught that rolling will play an important part throughout the level. In silence, you continue playing, and then the music starts, and you know you are about to start your journey. The stage is set. The dark gameplay gimmick is a common theme throughout as well, and it forces you to memorize the sections within seconds. Let's talk about this for a bit. This is really smart level design, and at first, I was leaning towards unfairness, but in hindsight, I now understand the way it works. Coming into a section and scanning everything about the level, knowing when and where you have to roll and avoid enemies, and only having just a few seconds to see everything, this almost requires you die a few times to take it all in, but it is possible for the best of players to do it on their first try. This is where I think unfairness comes into play. I think every but the very best player will die from not knowing the layout of the level. I died more than a few times learning it. One can argue that this is good level design. Is it good because it forces you to memorize the section, or is it bad for the very same reason because mandatory deaths are involved? I have a rule with Mega Man Creator levels. Do not play past 30 minutes. But when I see levels that have taken such care in being made, like as in this one, I am forced to break that rule and see everything that the level has in store for me. Checkpoints are very well placed, if not a little too spaced out. The way they are now, it forces you to either get good at the sections or stop playing. The level was too good to stop. My total playtime was just under 1 hour. When you're dying over and over again, learning the levels, level fatigue comes into play, and complacency. You fall into a groove, and it's almost like a ballet when you are moving through the stage, knowing when and where to jump and where enemies are placed. There's nothing quite like the feeling of making correct pixel-perfect jumps and shooting on the way down, with well-placed shots hitting their target. It flows so well together, causing a synergy of gameplay that even some of Capcom's very best fail to achieve. When it's your 20th time going through the same section, there's a certain rhythm to your gameplay. Check out how I play. Here is my first time going through. Here it is after about 20 tries. Overall, it was a great level. It forced me to get better at learning patterns and knowing when to use certain jumps and attacks. I can only imagine how long this level took to make, as it was very well designed, and I can see how much care you took in placing every enemy and jump. Congratulations to you. Everyone should play this level to the very end, and it will make you a better player overall. And I'd go as far and say, use this level when you're rusty to get better at the game. It could make other levels seem easy by comparison. Well done.